say. So my hair starts to, here's what I recommend doing. Taking the curls will wear down faster. I 100,000,000% recommend.
Here's exactly how I refresh my curls. I'm using this Vigorol olive oil mousse, and I'm just applying it all over my braids and the curls, making sure that I am being pretty delicate, pretty gentle, not really like running my hands so roughly through my braids. I'm using the tip of my nail to kind of like pull through the curls and get rid of any tangles as best as I can. But sometimes like here, the curls will start to knot together and I kind of just finger detangle. And for the nighttime, I just go ahead and I'm going to twist my braids into one big twist. Now this is really helpful when it comes to preserving the curls and making the style last longer, because you are reducing the amount of friction that's happening. And I'm also using a scarf as well as my braid bonnet. This is an Indie Bindi braid bonnet on the way, y'all. These are on the way. But for now, you can use any braid bonnet as long as it is kind of large so that it can fit all of your braids in it.
Hey babes. Right now, I'm about to take down these goddess braids that I've had in for exactly 15 days. So about 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm ready to take them out. I know, kind of short, but also let me explain to you why I'm taking them out and how I feel about the whole goddess curl situation. These are synthetic. You can definitely tell by like how limp they look now. You see that? This is how they look after 2 weeks and 1 day. They're still kind of cute. Like, I could definitely rock this for about another week. 2 weeks might be pushing it. Yeah, after a while, they start to get to tangling. So I know there's a lot of controversy about this hairstyle. Goddess braids, boho braids, island braids, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of controversy out here about the synthetic version of this hairstyle. Honestly, it's not that bad. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for longevity, no. But if you're like me and you like your hairstyles to last not that long before you're ready to take them out, I think this style was amazing. Like, super cute. Love it. Yeah, and I'm also going to show you guys the takedown process that's happening right now. Like, I'm literally about to take them down. You know when it's like, ooh, do I cut down here or up here? My girl, I'm snipping. Yep. If you've never had this style before, you can use synthetic hair on this, or you can use human hair. I haven't tried the human hair yet, but I've done it on some of my clients, and the human hair definitely holds up a bit better. And that's basically because the human hair, you can apply conditioner, you can sit there and like detangle the curls a bit better, versus these like synthetic curls, you can't really do too much. But I am showing you guys exactly how I maintain this style to make them look this good for this long. Because if you don't maintain them or touch them up kind of every day, every few days, they start to look worn super quick. And you want them to look as good for as long as possible, you know, as long as you're wearing the style. But I do recommend for my clients, if they start to get tired of the curls throughout their hair, I literally recommend, here, I'm gonna show you. Here's what I recommend doing. Taking the curls, snipping them off, and making them regular braids. And that's gonna give you the best bang for your buck when getting this style, because the curls will wear down faster than the braids. And that's just, it is what it is. Just because this style doesn't last as long as regular braids doesn't make it worth less to me. I really love this style. Honestly, if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10. And that's just me based on my experience. I did do these myself, so I didn't pay as much as some people would have to pay to get them done. So you have to factor that in as well. But if I spent a few $100s on these, my rating might just go down to like a 6 6.5 or 7. And that's just based on the amount of time that it takes to put them in. If someone's installing them and their price is their price, I completely feel that, because you know, I'm a braider and I charge $320 for these braids, and not just because it takes quite a while, and I also include the hair and the products and all that good stuff and yada yada. Yeah, if I paid that amount for them, my rating might go down a little bit, just because it does take a while to do and it doesn't hold up as long as regular braids. But because of the fact that I did them myself, it does add to the rating, because it lasted for as long as I needed it to and I saved money. So if you do not know how to do your hair, or you don't already braid your own hair, I 100,000,000% recommend learning. I have a whole playlist of tutorials that teach you how to braid your own hair. So if you haven't seen those, definitely check them out, because so helpful, at least from the comments. I'm assuming that it's helpful. But yeah, just because I braided it myself, I had the freedom to not feel guilty taking them down, because you know, I definitely feel you. If you've spent hundreds of dollars on your hair and it doesn't last as long, I definitely feel you on the it's not worth it. But I do feel like that has a gray area when you do it yourself. Like, it's more laid back. You can not feel as bad when you're ready to take them out. And me, I don't like to let my braids sit for that long. I love to change up my hair when I start to get bored of it. I did swim in these once, so this is the product of me swimming in them, and I can insert that clip right here because it's from my vlog in Vegas, which was absolutely so much fun, guys. Like, if you have the chance to check out my Vegas vlog, I went to the Lovers and Friends Fest in Vegas, and I've never been to that city before, and it was so much fun. I went with some of my friends, and I also have a longtime friend that lived in Vegas, and I didn't know he lived there, and it was just a great experience. Got to see like so much different terrain, like it was just a vibe. And to take these down, I'm just doing the same process that I do with regular braids. I'm just snipping below where my natural hair ends, just so I'm making sure that I'm not cutting off any of my actual hair. As I'm taking these out though, remember that this is size medium. As I'm taking these braids out, I have come to the conclusion that my natural hair might need a break from braids. And you guys are gonna see how long from now? 11 days from now, maybe 10 days from when you're watching this video, I am cutting my hair and I'm gonna actually start to wear my natural hair, which might not sound like a big deal, because you know, who cares, whatever. But for me, I live in braids, okay? Any chance that I get, or since I've known how to braid my hair, I've been braiding it for years. But so often so, it's a blessing and a curse, because now I just live in braids. Like, I act as if these braids were coming straight directly out of my head, and they're not. Braids are a great protective style, but after a while, if you consistently wear them, they do cause a little bit, can you see? A little bit of breakage, at least for me. My hair is very fine and very delicate, very thin, shall I say. So my hair starts to break off at the root just because of all the flipping and the putting it up, putting it down, and the weight of the braids. It's just not that great for my hair when I keep them in for that long, or if I do them too small. So at the end of this month, I'm trying something new. So my goal is to do more natural based styles. That I'm still gonna braid my hair, but I'm gonna try to not keep them in as long, as well as not do it so often, so that I can let my hair breathe. Basically, my natural hair should be down my back, and I know exactly why it's not, because I'm not washing it enough, I'm not trimming it enough, I'm not showing it enough love. I'm just gonna share with you guys like how that journey goes, because I actually love my natural hair. I'm just so lazy And braids are a lazy girl's best friend. How do you guys feel about braids? Like, how often do you get them? Like, I would love to know. Because me, back to back. And I know too much of anything is not a good thing. So I'm just trying to be, you know, live in moderation. And that includes my hairstyles. So, but yeah, how often do you get braids? Because I know some people are more, they get braids in the summer, they get braids in the winter, they only get braids when they're going on vacation. So it just depends. But for me, I'm a year-round girly. But that is about to change because I'm ready to try something new, something different. See what else is out there and actually experiment with my natural hair. Sometimes when you braid your hair so often or you wear protective styles so often, it really makes me feel a bit disconnected from my hair. You know, I'm not really like washing it as much. I'm not like massaging my scalp as much. I'm not really in tune with my hair, and your hair is a part of you. It's a representation of like your health in a way, because you know the first thing, or one of the first things that happen when you're stressed out or your body is just not as healthy as it should be, or that it, you know, can be, your hair starts to fall out. Your hair gets dry, it gets brittle, and you can tell. I just feel like with my hair being in a protective style 100% of the time, it's very hard for me to figure out if my hair is healthy, if I'm healthy. You know, I just feel like I'm just gonna try something new. So that's my hair update, because y'all gonna see me rocking my hair on here. And also, on another note, since we're talking about it, it's a very scary thing for me to wear, not scary, I don't want to say scary, because I've cut my hair off before, insert picture right here, in the 7th grade, and it was like, that was my first big chop. So that was about like 2013 maybe, but that was not a thing. And middle schoolers are horrible. Not specifically all the people at my school, because you know everybody was all good vibes and just jokes. People were like, why did you do that? And I was like, but now fast forward to 22-year-old self, bit scary a little bit, because I've worn braids for so long, and wearing like short hair, it's just different. But I'm actually excited, and I feel like I've been saying that I wanted to rock my hair and like grow it out and stuff for probably like since the beginning of college. No, probably for like 2 years now. But I've always been like, But then I found a lady on Instagram that does curly cuts. She has so many clients that have coily hair like me. And I was like, wow, like this might just be what I'm missing. So I'm gonna continue to book with her, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Alright y'all, I'm on the last braid. My skin's low-key glowing a little bit. Y'all, I've been keeping up with my skincare recently. Let me know if you want to see my skincare routine, because I am all for it. I'm literally trying to get my life together so freaking quickly. I need my skincare on point, hair care game on point, workout routine on point, nutrition on point, business on point, money on point, life on point. I'm done. Woo! This is what we're left with. That is it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about goddess/boho braids, definitely drop them down below and I'll go ahead and answer those. And if you sat all the way through this video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing here? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the like button if this was helpful to you. That is it. I am now done. I'm about to lay down. Alright, y'all. That is it. I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.